Hi, I'm Cece. This is Thanks I Made It, and today we're going to be doing another project vlog. So the idea for this one is we are making a little vest today. It's going to be a crew neck collared, very little positive ease, maybe like an inch of positive ease, buttons up the front. I'm so excited to dip into my button collection. Yeah, and we're gonna be doing some color work. So I have been working on the charts for a while. It's gonna be some Stellar J's, which are technically Stellar's J's, but we do not I'm not calling the birds after the man who discovered them. No. They are a Stellar J. So this will be my Stellar J vest. So I'm still working on the charts for the J. I'm going to do one on either side of the vest. So on the torso part, either side mirroring each other. Like a side profile. And then I'm going to do little flower things. One at the base of the neck on the back, which I am a little way through already, and I'll show you that in a second. And then I'm considering doing right where, so it's the button band and then the collar part, and then so maybe in that corner a little flower detail. Thinking about that. So yeah, I did start already. Let me tell you about the yarn I'm using first. So I have, right now I'm just using these two. I also have this in black. This is the Noble Cotton by Cascade. It is 100% mercerized cotton. And so I have the white, which I can put the color name on the screen or in the description for all of these. But this is just the white color, and then this is the true blue color, just blue. I think it's also number 56. I also have the it's either jet black or black in that, and then this, I'm forgetting what this isn't Noble Cotton. I needed just a mini in green to do leaves for the flower motifs. So this isn't mercerized, so it's a bit more I don't know if you can, there's some wool in here. I don't know if you can quite tell, but this mercerized is quite shiny, and it knits up so beautifully. I'll show you my swatch in a second. And this one is a bit rougher, just because that mercerized quality of it, I guess, makes it a lot smoother. But yeah, the white, I knit my swatch in white. Let me find that to show ya. Here it is. Thank goodness it's at the top of my bag, because I need to clean out my project bag. But here's my swatch. I have not blocked it yet, but I did start knitting. But it's cotton, so it shouldn't be a big deal that I haven't blocked it. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it is just beautiful. It is pearlescent almost, the way that it is when it's knit up. So it is a pretty tight fabric. I'm doing this on 2.5 millimeter needles, and I believe this is a DK weight yarn. So I did start knitting on it. I'm working on the back, and then I will, once I get down to where I've started the underarm, where it comes around for the underarm on the back, I'll go and do each front panel until that connects, and then work not in the round, but I'll join everything under the arms. And like I said, we're doing a little bit of color work, which is so fun. This is actually only my second time doing color work, and I love it, but also color work flat is not the most fun. But so it would be this way. This is the top. Needles are in the way, but yeah, You can kind of see where I caught my green floats. But I've been really, as I go along, just like after knitting a few stitches, I'll like, oh, there's my backside, there's all my floats. I'll just be like stretching it out along to make sure that I don't have any puckering with my color work. I want this to look really nice. And I think it is looking really nice already. Like, I think these colors look great together. So far for this, I did like 2 rows flat of stockinette, and then I did some short rows. I think I did 6 short rows, so about an inch of length, and then I think I did 2 more rows of the full thing before starting the color work. And this is where we are at, and this is just I started this last night, and then I started the color work section today, and this was about an hour of work because I am taking it really slow. It is only my second time doing color work, and I'm still getting used to not getting all of my colors tangled up. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think that this is just, it's so cute already. I'm so excited. I've been really looking forward to casting this one on for a while, and it's just so fun that it's finally happening. So some other little details I plan on doing for this is I'm going to do a double knit button band and double knitting around the armholes. Maybe a folded hem on the bottom, just to make sure everything looks nice and neat and crisp and clean. Yeah, but I'm so excited. I am home alone tonight, so I'm just going to sit and knit and enjoy some YouTube videos, and yeah. But I'm so excited to show you guys the progress. Exciting! Okay, so I didn't like the color work section that I did last night. It's the next day, by the way. So I ripped that out. I actually ripped it out twice, but I made up a new chart for the color work section on the back nape of the neck. I don't know, it's below the nape of the neck, whatever you want to call it. Made up a new chart, and I just finished that. So this is how it looks, and okay, it actually looks so much better on camera than just looking at it, and that might be just because I was staring at it for too long while knitting it up. But yeah, I much prefer this, especially since it's more symmetrical versus just the the flowers in a line across the back kind of willy-nilly. So yeah, there's that. I also, here's the back of the work. I haven't woven in the ends yet, but I did it more so like in Tarja, where I had different like balls of the green for this section, and then the blue was in the middle, and then down here I got 2 separate little things of the blue, and then the green, 2 separate greens continued to down there. So I'm actually quite happy with how it looks at the back, although that's like not the biggest deal in the world if it looks really messy. But I think, yeah, wow, just the way that blue looks on the white, and the white looks a bit more cream on camera than it is in real life. But yeah, that's that. So now I'm just gonna keep knitting until I have to do the increases for the underarm, and then I will start on the front sections, and I think I will do probably like this little flower again with some leaves at the corner. So it's like button band and then the collar. So there's like that little corner there, so one on each side. Maybe possibly considering it. I think that might be cute, but I also don't want it to be too busy with that and then the bird. You know what I mean. So that is the progress right now. Yeah, honestly, I didn't have to rip it out and redo it, but like, I don't know, something about starting a project and not frogging it at least twice. I was like, something is gonna go terribly wrong. I'm not gonna be happy with this, so I was just like, I'm just gonna redo it, whatever. And I'm very happy I did, because like it wasn't the best color work. It was a little gappy at some parts, so it was a good little practice round before doing this, and I'm just so excited. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a bit when this gets a bit more progress. Hey, so I've made some more progress on the vest. I've got one of the front like panels done before I would connect it for the underarm. I'm just on the last few rows of that, doing increases right here for under the armpit. I'm not going to do it so that there will be increases, like enough increases to fill that, just so that there's like a nice curve, and then I'm going to cast on however many stitches I need when trying it on to get it to fit the way I want it to. Yeah, so this has been going. While doing this, I took a lot of notes. So I've never actually like knit, I've never knit like a cardigan or a sweater or anything that's like open in the front, and I've definitely never knit a crew neck like that, so figuring out how to get that shape when it's not just in the round. There's a lot of trial and error for that, but we got through it, and I think that and it is rolling a lot just because it's just that flat stockinette. Okay, so I've made some progress. It looks like a vest. We've connected under the arms. I think before I get too much farther, I'm just gonna go in and weave in all the ends. These for the color work already are done, but just down here around the armpits, because they are just getting in the way and it's annoying. Yeah. It's curling up a lot, so you can't quite see the shape, but it's the crew neck, and it's looking good. It's also, the cable's slightly too short, so, or I guess maybe it's a good length. I don't know. For trying it on, I have to put it on the try it on barber tubing, whatever that's called. But yeah, I think it looks really good. So it's more like this. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I've tried it on and it fits well. It is curling a lot, so it's kind of hard to see, but I'm very confident, I guess, that when I add the double knitting to all the edges, it'll just make it lay it a lot nicer and fit really well. So yeah, I did I did show it to someone and they're like, that looks really small. I'm a small person, okay? So yeah, the things I knit for myself are gonna look pretty small. And on top of that, it's all like rolled up. So yeah, that is how it's going. I'm gonna knit a little bit further. It looks like it's sitting like right at my bust. I probably will go down to sit right there. So probably, what's that, 3 to 5 inches more of just back and forth stockinette. Fun times before I start the color work for the Stellar Jays. So that's the progress. Yay! Okay, I kind of have to crouch down a little bit to be well in the camera angle, whatever, frame, that's what it's called. So it's been a while since I've updated you. I haven't actually been knitting on it too consistently. There's a big mental storm going on up here. It actually took like 2 weeks of just not even being able to knit because, yeah. Anyways, I did make some progress. I started the intarsia on the Stellar Jays, so I just did want to update you on that a bit. But they're so cute, and I love how the knit stitch makes it look like they're smiling. Yeah, so I'm trying. There are currently 5 balls of yarn that I am dealing with at the moment, which I actually cannot figure out a good way to deal with the yarn management, which is another thing that's like keeping me from picking this up. And yeah, but yeah, this is where we're at. We're almost halfway, maybe about halfway through the birds. Yeah, they're just so cute. I think they're so cute here. It's really rolling up on me a lot, but I think after blocking and when I get all of the double knit edgings on there, it should be good, laying a lot flatter, hopefully. But yeah, I think it looks so good. Yeah, so it's probably going to be, the birds will probably end around here, which is actually right where my shorts end. So, and then I'll do a little bit more, like probably 2 or 3 rows more of just stockinette, before doing whatever I decide to do for the bottom, whether I do ribbing, double knitting, folded hem. Forgetting all the terms. Oh my god, you take a 2-week break from knitting and you forget everything. Anyways, yeah, so that's my progress on that. Oh, also, this is how much white I have left. I finished the, I don't know if I told you before, but I finished the first ball, just like, I think I had connected under the arm, but hadn't started the color work yet when I started the second ball. Sorry if the angle is different, my phone fell. Anyways, I am gonna sit down and work on it right now. Oh my god, look at that, look how cute. And then they will be separated a little, they won't quite be kissing, because that, see, there's like that much white, and then the double knit button band, and I think I mentioned this before, the button bands won't be overlapping. I'm not gonna do like the buttonhole in the button band. I'm gonna do a loop that comes across so they just like lay next to each other versus doing that. But yeah, I'm very excited to have this. I kind of just need to get through it, pluck away at it. Once I get past the last bit of intarsia, it will be free flying, easy sailing. I don't know what the phrase is, whatever. But yeah, exciting things happening. Okay, so I am finishing off the body now. I've started my bind off. I'm doing a folded hem. I've never actually done a folded hem, and I haven't looked up like the proper way to do it, so I'm just like winging it. Anyways, this is how it looks so far in the spots that it's done. I did a purl row where I wanted the fold to be so that it would be nice, and I don't know. I think it just looks really nice. It makes it so that that fold there is like crisp and it won't like bubble, you know? So, just gonna sit, work on this. I'll definitely have this done today, and then I can start on the button band, the neck, and the armhole. Double knitting? Yeah, that's what it's called, double knitting. By the way, I'm going to have tutorials for anything I needed to look up in the description below. Yeah, so I'm just going to... Oh, I left my coffee inside. I have to go grab that. But yeah, I'm just going to work on this for as long until my hands give out today. I have this much yarn left, but I did just pick up another ball, so we're good to go. Okay, I've finished the bottom. Do you want to see it? And before anyone says that looks really small, it's just rolling in, and I'm adding more length on the button band and the arm thing. So I don't want to hear it. It's not going to be too small. It's going to fit perfectly. Get those bad vibes out of here. Lighting is kind of bad. I'm trying to not show you how messy my porch looks right now, but that just looks, look how nice it is. It looks so crisp and clean. Ah, it looks so good. I am so excited. Okay, so button band, collar, this. We also got to pick out some buttons still. I haven't done that yet. Sorry, I feel like my lighting is terrible. I'll come down here. I still need to pick out some buttons still. Haven't done that. Very excited. I will take y'all along for that. Do not worry. Yeah, we're actually really close to being done. I think finishing it today is a little on the wishful thinking side, but definitely 2 weeks, probably by the end of this coming week. Yes, let's get button banding. Okay, my allergies are hitting me hard this morning. My nose is all stuffed up, so starting off the day with some tea, mullein for allergies, catnip for tummy upset, and then lavender for yummy, and some turkey tails in there as well, just in my beautiful cat person mug. super cute, very yummy, very warming. Actually, I haven't had breakfast yet, but I will get around to that later. So, knitting update. I am still working on the double knitting. I'll show you what I've got done. So yeah, allergies, forgive me if I'm like super sniffly and coughing. Pollen or something must be high right now. Anyways, okay, so, oh god, every time I see them, and also that folded bottom, beautiful. Yeah, so I got the 2 edges done. They keep folding when I'm not wearing it, so yeah. So which side is it? This side, look how pretty this side is. That is so pretty. Very cutesy. And then this is the first side that I did. Yeah, so I picked up more stitches on this first side than I did on the second one. So I am gonna rip this out and redo it and pick up from the other side so that it is like almost seamless like this one is versus the little edge there. And then pick up just a fewer stitches because this one is noticeably longer when I have it on. So I need to do that, but instead of going directly into doing that, I did start on an armhole. I have actually ripped this out like 4 times. I got all the way around I picked up every stitch along the underarm and then every other stitch all the way around, way too tight. So then I ripped that all back to the end of the underarm where it was every stitch, and then I did the rest of the way like up to probably like right here of picking up every stitch, and then that was too loose and it just kind of flared weird, so I pulled that out and then did 2 out of 3 stitches, so pick up 2, skip 1, pick up 2, skip 1. And then I was like, oh, I'm a little nervous, and I probably got up to like right here on that. And I ripped that back because I was a little nervous that it was going to be too tight as well. So now I'm doing every 3 out of 4 stitches is my pickup rate. So yeah, I think that was like 4 times ripping it out and trying again. And yeah, I've been having a lot of hand pain yesterday, and today I can kind of feel it as well, because just my tension with this double knitting is super tight, and having to do it over and over and over, very painful. So today I'm going to take it a bit easier. I did kind of push through and knit yesterday while having the hand pain, and I should not have done that. Don't do that, guys. But anyways, yeah, this is what I've got. So I'm gonna finish this one, try it on, make sure it fits, do the other side, and then I'll rip out the front butt band that I need to undo, and then I'll do the top. Yeah, but since I'm gonna take just a little break from knitting for now, I'll probably pick this back up this evening, I thought that we could look at my buttons and figure out what buttons I'm gonna want to put on this. Okay, so it's 12 inches, 12 buttons. Let me show you the little pile I have here, and I do think I'm gonna go for a very eclectic. I want to pick some shinier ones that AJ would pick up if they found it on the ground, you know? Yeah, I want it to be kind of eclectic and hoardery in the way that corvids are. So these are what I have. I did pick out some metallic ones because obviously if I were a corvid, I would go for something really shiny like a metallic. I like this one because it looks like a coin, and I thought I should throw some gold in there. Really, I don't want them all to be like a very same size kind of thing. It needs to look eclectic, but they need to not look like crazy too big or too small, if you get my drift. So I like that one. That's gold. This one also has some gold, and I like that it has like that tortoise shell around it. And then this one is very cool. It's like a gunmetal almost, really dark blacky silver, and then just some more little metallic ones to choose from. I did pull out that one. I like that it's a little rusty. Not sure if I want to break up the set because I think there were 3 of those ones total. This one also looks like a coin, which is very cute. So there's those. This one's just shiny, but it's like that opal abalone kind of shiny. Very cool like that. I did grab some purples because I was like, I don't have purples. These ones are all matching. So I think I might grab like one of these ones to throw in, but then keep the rest in a set together for a future project. Obviously, so I'm not gonna go with these more plasticky blue ones anymore, but these shiny ones. Oh, keep messing up the focus. I definitely want to take a few of those. I do like the brown, and this bottle green is very beautiful. Also that like dusty blue, and that I just really like all of those colors together. So I'm going to try to trim down a little bit, see what we get, and I'll show you. Okay, I'm trying not to get the shadow of me holding my phone into the video, but this is what I've decided on. 12 buttons. I think that this is the order that I'm going to go with. I like how random it is. It's not too matchy, but it's also very like, there's not like a bunch of dark in one section and then a bunch of light in another section, you know, and everything's spread out, but also not like I do have some 2 metals together, so it just looks very random, and I do like it. And I like the blue at the bottom and the top. I do want this one to be at the top. But yeah, I am very happy with this decision. Love the little metal pieces, the little rusty one, that bottle green. God, they're so beautiful. Looking at this, I'm like, this looks like too many buttons. So we'll see if when I actually go to sew them on, I have to pare down a bit. But yeah, this is the final decision for now on the buttons. Okay, so she's done. Yeah, here she is. Let's see, last minute things that you didn't see me actually do. I added some black to outline the flower. And then we have 2 rows of buttons. Instead of just the one, I thought it would look nicer, rather than having the one completely blank with just like the loops coming off and then buttons on the other side. And I think it looks very nice, very cohesive. I love it. I love the fit. The J's look great. I wore it to a craft night the other night. By the way, I'm sorry if the lighting is terrible. You are sitting in my trunk right now. I wore it to a craft night the other night, and everyone thought it was so cute, and everyone knew it was a Stellar J, and so I am so excited about this. It is so nice. And yeah, even though it's such a dense fabric, it's super not warm to wear, which I'm very happy about since it is cotton. Yeah, let's see, with blocking it grew sidewise perfectly, like it fits the exact fit I was hoping for. I think it did shrink upward a little bit, so I've been hanging it on a hanger versus folding it up to try to lengthen it a bit. Although with these shorts, it kind of is hitting exactly where I want it to. I think I was wearing a bit of a lower waisted skirt with it the other day. But let me take you into the sun so you can see these buttons just like a little bit better. Enjoy the moment that is this eclectic array of 24 vintage buttons. So cute. Yes. So yeah, I can't be happier with how it turned out. I think it looks so great. This is definitely, and I know after I finish a new project, that's always my new favorite project, but like, come on, it's so beautiful, and it fits great, and wow, it was a feat to get through, especially at the end with all the double knitting. But I'm so happy I did it. I love it, and everyone who's seen it has loved it. So I could not be happier. Thank you so much for watching this. Coming along over the past few months, because this one has taken a while. And yeah, if you want to see more of the things I make, I have some other videos I'm going to be uploading more often. Hopefully, if not in the next few weeks, then definitely more so after I move in 3 weeks. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I love you. Bye.